Hi, I am Aisha Savlani, an ambitious and successful high school junior studying in Lagos, Nigeria, and I am your host on the Canary for this week. Let's begin by giving a countdown of the articles that have been published this week at the Teen Pop magazine. This week is truly Tasnim Razak's week, with 3 articles coming from her this week, namely devastating oppression in China, Uyghur Muslims, an ongoing battle in the Mediterranean, Palestine versus Israel, and 15 fun things you can do during winter 2020 edition. When it comes to literature, Devanshi Bhargava's The Strength of Language and Its Value Relating to Culture and Nikita Makam's excellent wispy words set a strong ground. Afreen Abu Bakr talks about the greed and destruction craved by humans, an eternal curse cast upon the world in her poem A Cataclysmic Eternal Curse. Ayush Anand also boldly talks about rape in his article The Agonizing Truth of Rape. Riddhi Bhattacharya also continues her series with 2 interesting facts about period 5 elements, while Desiree Metrano discusses on how to handle pressure in her article Keeping Up with the Dynamic World Today, and Yugmi Giriya talks about the need to smile in her article All You Need Is a Calm Smile. Finally, we have the best article of the week, The Damaging Dangers of the Internet, written by CEO Ayush Anand. Ayush will now be joining us for a small chat. So, how are you doing today, Ayush?
I'm fine. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. So, first of all, as the founder, could you talk us through on how you built the website, database, and basically this entire magazine?
Well, I would love to do so. It all started in the month of May when I completed my CISSP certification from Cybrary. Cybrary is a platform for learning ethical hacking and penetration testing. I have been into this part. So when I completed it, I wanted to share my knowledge. I wanted to share my knowledge with everyone. Henceforth, I was looking for a platform where I could write. And you know what? An established platform performed this job well. So I was looking for an established platform. Fortunately, I didn't find any. So I thought that if I can't find any, it's time to build my own platform. So I built the website. Initially, I built the website using WordPress, but later I realized that WordPress is not going to suit my needs. I need to personalize it. Henceforth, I coded a CRUD application which was an alternative to WordPress, and now it is known as PopPress. Talking about the database, so database was created basically by Riddhi Bhattacharya. I am not good in operations part. I can handle the technicalities of the website. I can prevent hacking attacks. I can prevent everything, servers, but I am not good in operations. So for the database part, Riddhi Bhattacharya, I would like to attribute Riddhi Bhattacharya for everything she has done. It's because of her that we have around 358 articles and more than 250 authors from all around the globe. So yeah, I built the website, but she built the database and the other stuff which is necessary for the magazine.
Wow, that's really nice to hear. Hats off to all your hard work.
Thank you.
So, in your article, you mentioned that we meet 2 types of people on the internet, Group A and Group B. Could you briefly talk us through it?
Sure, I would love to. Basically, Group A people are the scammers. We can't call them hackers because they don't know how to code, and also they use the age-old conventional method to trick people. And Group B people are basically the commoners. The scammers always try to lure the commoners by using phishing attacks, social engineering, manipulating the mindset, and other stuff. So yeah, basically these are basically Group A and Group B.
Okay, that's interesting. And could you mention 3 ways we are under attack on the internet and how we can prevent it?
Sure, I would love to. Basically, internet, first of all, we need to understand what actually internet is. We have learned the definition that internet is a collection of web pages and websites. That is correct up to a point. But when you will go in depth to the internet, to the dark world of the internet, then you would realize that internet is actually a collection of network, a collection of network. So you need to make sure that the network which you are using should be secure. You just need to make sure. And how you can do that? You just need to make sure that there are no unauthorized access to your network. For this, you can change your password, and also you need to make sure that there are no backdoors installed in the network. Basically, backdoors are certain applications which provide essential information to the hackers to enter into your network. So basically, what you can do from your end is you can change the password, prevent unauthorized access, and avoid downloading null version of premium applications. If you don't will to pay for it, then don't use it or find another alternative, but never go for a null or cracked version. Also, you need to make sure that you don't get manipulated easily over the internet, because social engineering attacks have changed a lot. What they were in 2004 and what they are in 2020 is completely different. Social engineering attacks are now using machine learning, artificial intelligence, and modern tactics to manipulate your decisions, to manipulate your mind, and to gather your information. So basically, I would talk more about social engineering in my upcoming article, which is titled as "The Hacking Humans." So yeah, these are the 3 ways from which we can protect ourselves if we are under attack.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for these tips. And I'm sure we're all looking forward to your upcoming article.
Thank you. That's great to know.
How important is internet security to you?
Internet security for me, I would like to answer this question by giving you an example.
Sure.
I don't trust applications. In fact, I built my own VPN service for connecting to the internet. VPN is basically an application that masks your real IP address and hides it from the tracking services which are used by many websites for marketing, analytics, or other purposes. So I use VPNs, and internet security for me is my top priority. Having been in this field for over 5 years, I understand I understand the depth of it, and for me, it's just my top priority. Yeah. And in fact, I have my dream internet. The dream internet is something decentralized way of sharing information, not the centralized one which we are using today. So yeah, that is how internet security is important to me.
Wow, that's a lot of precautions you're taking. A really, really nice initiative. I'm sure it must be a very, very tight security, and that's really nice to know.
I hope so.
Yes, I'm sure it will be. So now let's do some fun and games with some would you rather questions. Are you ready, Ayush?
Yeah, sure, I'm ready.
Okay, so to begin with, would you rather only have access to YouTube on the internet or only have access to games on the internet?
I would rather only have access to YouTube on the internet.
Oh, wow. Even I would choose the same thing. And would you rather create a super successful app or go on tour with your favorite singer?
I would rather create a super successful app.
That's interesting to know. Would you rather to have a lifelong free subscription of iTunes or Spotify?
Spotify.
Okay. And would you rather have infinite battery life for your cell phone or infinite fuel for your car?
This one is difficult. Both of them are necessary. Okay, so I would rather have, taking the present situation into consideration, I would rather have infinite battery life for my cell phone.
Yes, I'm sure we all can agree to that. And would you rather have a DDoS attack or a MITMA?
A MITMA, definitely. DDoS is something out of the league. The trend is over almost.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us today, Ayush. It was amazing talking to you.
It has been my pleasure too to join you all and share information about the internet.
Thank you so much, Ayush.
Thank you.
Now, in case you haven't, go check out our new theme song by Natik, which is in fact playing in the background. As you are checking out the theme song, check out the interviews with activism photographer Mike Graham, NGO representative Nandini Sehgal, and Rubik's Cube record holder Sumit Dwivedi at theteenpop.com. Finally, if you wish to join us as a writer, interviewer, designer, or NGO who wishes to be a part of the Grow with Teen Pop campaign, then check out our website at theteenpop.com. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining me today. Stay tuned for the next episodes of The Canary hosted by other fellow writers, and I will see you again in a month.